Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 24th of March, comes to you from London. And I've just been looking at the coronavirus stats for cases across Europe, and we'll take a look at that at the end of the session. Looking at markets, more red on the screen this morning, especially in equities. So just initial view is that we're still seeing some turmoil. Looking at the dollar, first of all, this is my long-term, medium-term and short-term view of the market. We see that the dollar is continuing its rise, making new highs again. So dollar strength, very much the theme. Euro weakness as a result of that stronger dollar. So that's quite key there. Looking at the sterling rate, we're sitting at 136.86, so we're really pulling back there. So that stronger dollar really playing through there. And if we look at Bitcoin, we see we're at $56,000. So starting to just come off the bottom there, so back, not quite yet back in bullish territory on the 60-minute chart. The S&P 500 index was down 0.75% overnight, and the Nasdaq still struggling to make a new high after that high that we saw in February. So markets just struggling generally, really. We're seeing the futures, the S&P future down 0.2%. The Nasdaq E-mini future is actually up strongly, up 0.8%. So it looks like tech will open a bit higher today. The VIX volatility just sitting steady at 20. So no real worries there for the market vol. And if we look at the FTSE 100 index, we are sitting just down slightly this morning, still nowhere near making new highs on the market there. The DAX in Germany down just under 0.5%. Lockdowns in Europe starting to have an impact on stocks. The same for the CAC 40. And Asia had a very poor showing. We see Japan down 2%, the Hang Seng down 2%, and the Shanghai Composite down 1.3%. And in India, we were down just over 1% as well. So we are seeing markets falling away there. The standout was Oz up 0.5%. Gold looking stronger at 17.29, and silver also just recovering, but has been weak over these last few days. 10-year yields on the US bond sitting at 1.62%, and on the 30-year one 2.32%. But we are still bullish on those medium long-term charts, of course, just a short-term setback. Looking at the energy mix today, we see Brent Crude had another big day down yesterday. That's activated the downside target. We'll be looking at oil in more detail, but looks now like we will see oil going lower still. And looking at nat gas, we're seeing at 253, pretty static at this level on US nat gas, so no big changes there. Coal is coming back, but we were bullish coal this week. It was our most bullish conviction. If we look at emissions, we're pulled back to 41 euros. We always said don't be surprised to see 40 becoming support. It was resistance before, and we're pulling back. So we're seeing some short-term pressure on emissions to the downside. MBP flat this morning. We're seeing TTF up nearly 2%. We have seen a better week than expected on gas, and summer gas also looking stronger there. German power sitting down 0.27%. Taking a look now at the COVID cases across Europe, we've got big rises in Greece. That's the real worry at the moment. So that's big numbers reported there overnight, and we're now seeing case numbers higher than at the peak in November. So that third wave really key there. We're seeing Germany up slightly, and France. We're sitting Germany at 163 cases per million. France is at 430. Compare that with the UK at 81 and the US at 160. Although it is flattening in the UK at the moment. Hungary also taking off at 842 cases. That's really the highest in Europe. And 834. We've seen a fallback in the Czech Republic. So these lockdowns starting to have an impact on the case numbers. Poland still rising, so quite a worry there. And if we look at the fatality rate, as morbid as it is, we see here it is starting to come under control on Bulgaria. Greece also just starting to slow a little bit. Lockdowns having a little bit of an effect here, but and we're seeing rises there in Poland. Again, just looking at the rates, 2.2 in Germany, 3.6 in France, 1.2 in the UK, 2.82 in the US. So these are deaths per million population smooth. So we still do have a big problem in Europe, and that is weighing on markets. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, stay safe, happy charting. See you then.